Yeah, you're right. Welcome back to M Hood Discovered. I'm just gonna hang out here waiting for a friend who's on foot. This is an interesting pumping station. We're down in southeast Louisiana. We're very, very low, right? There's like almost no elevation, right? So everything has to be drained. There's a lot of money spent on keeping places drained down here below the lake, right? Because we're so low. So all this little pumping station, I would call this a sub pumping station. All it does is pull water out from under the town, the neighborhood, puts it into that canal, and then there's other pumping stations on that canal that draw it out into a massive shipping canal, which goes to the river where the locks are, but it doesn't push that water out into the river. There's a massive, huge, absolutely, maybe one of the biggest pumping stations in the world on the ICW further down from us that pushes the water out to the Gulf. So there you go, a little splainer about this thing here I'm waiting at. I'm doing two birds, one stone. A lot of people don't understand the way I work sometimes. They think I am turning my back on one channel to look at another, but some people know what I'm doing. I like to do things in tandem, multitask. I may be shooting 2 or 3 videos at once. Just got to keep it all together in my head. And that's what I'm doing. Shooting 2 videos in tandem. But this video, it's about chilling on the water with a cup of tea. And I really could use a cup of tea, but we got to get there. Sometimes it's really fun just to go somewhere out of the way just to make a cup of tea and enjoy the atmosphere, the ambience of everything. Yeah, you're right. So we're going to have a mix of nature and industrial stuff, maritime stuff. Yeah, you're right. Let's get nautical with a cup of tea. Look at this, people. You see that? They look like ducks. They're circling, right? Those are not ducks. Here they come back again. And they're going to shift and turn and go back into the yard. Really cool. They all hang out in that yard. The people that live in that house feed them. They put cracked corn out every day. Those were Mexican squealers. They used to just be birds that migrated through, but now they live here all year round. The sky is looking beautiful. I think it's about time to go to the dock and start thinking about a cup of tea. Oh, look at that. There is rain coming. There are rain chances, of course. There were rain chances earlier and it did rain. Just making a stop up here on the bridge for a second. My friend is catching up. And look at this. It's a sizable alligator. A lot of times in my day when I'm headed to a spot or I'm coming from a spot, a water spot like this, someone always says, "Oh, did you see that big alligator? They got a big alligator there." I see big alligators every day, all day long. That one may be 7-8 feet long, big, but he's no 12-footer or a 14-footer, and I've seen those. He's just hanging out. I have no idea what the actual time is, but I do know that it is about time I got a cup of tea brewing. Let's get this kettle on. I've been hanging out here with my friend, spending our time trying to get some fish, just chilling. We haven't seen any alligators. We haven't seen any boats. This is a shipping canal. It's the ICW. It's all industrial across the way. And of course, you know, it's quiet. It's not too hot, but a little steamy. It's trying to rain. It is raining, actually. Walmart. This micro stove needs to be replaced. It's getting hard to turn it on. I had to use the pliers. Maybe I need to oil something, but I think it would behoove me just to replace it. I'm still gonna get a cup of tea, no matter what. There's my tea right there, Yorkshire. I was hoping we'd see some barge traffic. It's just kind of cool to watch them go by. It does improve our chances of catching, but this is not really, I know, I'm just doing things tandem, right? So yes, there's a fishing video and another video here, all in the same pocket. This might be the better video though, because the fishing video is not really that great yet. We haven't caught anything big. Caught bait at one place, and then a Gasper Goo, a little freshwater drum here, that's it. But it's chill. We're trading stories about maritime disasters and the old methods of shipping back in the day. And we were talking about the train wharf that I was exploring the other day, yesterday, right? And he's been here a long time. He's older than me, my friend. If you're wondering, like, this is the first friend in this video is the son of my friend now. So this is the father. They're both my friends, but this is the father. And he's been here a while in this area, and he doesn't remember that train wharf being active. So it's been abandoned for a long time. We've been talking about stuff like that. We're in the perfect environment for that kind of conversation. There's a lot of shipping going on. Got the Mississippi River here. We're on a shipping canal here. There's a lot of history, a lot of stories that people don't know about anymore. A lot of things just sitting there rotting away. A lot of things being lost. New things coming in and taking their place. There's even stuff that was built in the last 50 years that is abandoned now down here, like refineries.
Oh yeah, Red Star Yeast, it's gone.
Red Star Yeast.
It was there for years.
Been there, it was there a while. I mean, that was probably built around the turn of the century.
Oh, that's been there a while. I'm not sure when, but that place is old.
It went out of business a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you'll see new things get built and old plants get decommissioned and just sit there. This is my favorite kettle to take out. It's what I call my stealth kettle. It doesn't whistle. It doesn't give you away. You can be in the bush stealth camping with Johnny and Freddie walking their black labs on the other side of the tree line, and they won't hear it. When it's ready, it just whispers, "I'm ready." It doesn't whistle, "I'm over here. Come get me."
Got a little rocket stove, no bigger than this.
Yeah, rocket stoves are cool. They're fun to make too.
I cooked a pot of red beans and rice one day on the back porch with my little rocket stove.
You're watching my Englishness. That's what you're watching. %50 of it anyway. If we want to just go by my DNA, 50% of it. And now, let's see if I can turn this off by hand. I had to use my pliers to turn it on. Just let my tea steep and put the lid on there. I've got milk. I had this problem the other day with this. I say the other day, but I mean like a month or so ago. I think it's just from sitting around. It probably is related to the fact that the air is so wet here. It's very humid. So it's probably like
Needs to be lubricated.
it needs lube. According to my DNA profile, 50% of it is English. A big portion of the rest of it is located in the UK as well, as far as like Scottish, Welsh, and Irish, and then Swedish, you know, like Scandinavian stuff, and a little bit of other things. Most of my English DNA puts me in Yap Yap land, the West Country, and then also plants me firmly Guernsey. However, that doesn't really make me culturally English, but yeah, 50% doesn't mean that. A lot of people, they think, you have to be born in England to be English. No, English is ethnic. It's an ethnicity. British. If you're born there, you're British. Like, say you're not English, like your parents are from some other country and they immigrated there and you were born there, then you would be British, but not English, right? So you could be born in the States and be English, or, oh, look, oh, I don't know. But if it's just your DNA and you don't culturally identify as English, are you English? Well, your DNA is, right? But culturally, I would say I'm fairly English, and a lot of people would probably agree, because I didn't discover a fondness of drinking tea when the internet existed. Well, I grew up drinking hot cups of tea. There was a tradition of beans on toast in my family. But even more so, when I was a kid, I was watching British programming, like Doctor Who, Monty Python, a lot of British stuff that was on public TV. And there's a lot of people in this country that have a large English DNA makeup, right? Especially the people that come from where my DNA community is. My family, before my father was born, my grandfather, they were in Tennessee. Family was there for a long time. My grandfather decided to migrate to Texas looking for better work, right? Eastern Tennessee, going down into Alabama. A lot of Scottish and English with that first wave of settlers, right? And that's where my community is. in the South. It's not to say people today that are a part of that DNA community all love a hot cup of tea, but there's other things within our culture that are very English. They connect back to England, you know, like with bluegrass music, for instance. That's really just like English hymns gone through a filter. Sometimes you just gotta sit on the dock and float fish. Catch things that you're just gonna let go. Here we got us a little channel cat. Not much else is happening. The bigger baits are getting attention, but not getting commitment. Things are being caught. Time is being spent. My friend, Stephen Sr., we're having a great time trading stories about maritime stuff, maritime disasters, local and abroad. And I got a bird. Oh, something massive just broke the water in front of us. I'm surprised we haven't seen any traffic. It's kind of... What's up?
Garfish?
It may have been a garfish. It was not a mullet. It was a predator. That was predator behavior, yeah, right there. We haven't seen alligators. We've got a slight breeze and just a teasing rain. It's pretty cool. When I lived in New York, there were a lot of English people around me, and you know, I don't know how YouTube would feel about this subject, but the girl I lost the V to, the big V, she was English, and it was in a famous hotel, the Chelsea. I didn't seek that out. That just happened. But there's something excellent about this tea. It is very strong and it is very tasty, and it's actually one of the most popular teas in the UK. It's a lot stronger than Tetley or Lipton, right?
What's the name of it?
Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Some people pronounce it Yorkshire.
Oh,
Yorkshire. Yeah.
You found that in the store around here?
I've not seen it in a regular grocery store. You can get it at World Market.
Yeah.
Over there. A lot of people, they just was that yours? Were you using that? A lot of people, they just order it on Amazon. But there are stores that, you know, do carry it, specialty stores. If you go to the UK, it's in every grocery store.
Oh, okay.
It's just makes a nice strong cup of black tea.
Yeah.
You're sitting on my stool and he's hanging on my hook. I wasn't sure if this was going to work out. I mean, something is something, right? Something's been happening. Only little... Oh, hey. I was about to say, can you grab that? Something about to try to take the little rod. I mean, the little bait. But yeah, here, I'm just going to sit my butt down. Oh. This is what I believe was messing with me.
Dude, that is a cat trap.
I believe yesterday I spent a fair amount of time at the end of all my endeavors to try and bring you a video on the river, and I think I was throwing a bigger hook, bigger bait, and I think it was just these little gaff tops, which I'm sure the river is full of by now because as low as it is, and yeah,
that's a saltwater cat.
yeah, this is actually worth keeping. It's small, but it's a keeper. It's not too small, definitely.
You want to put him on string?
Nah, I just gotta cut his gills and bleed them and throw them in the soft cooler. But yeah, this will produce this meat is gonna taste good. A lot of people don't like these because they can't get past the slime, the membrane, right? But it's actually if you bleed these, they're actually the meat's gonna be wider than blues or channel cats. Oh, what was that?
It actually looked like a perch.
I don't know what I just lost, but another fish. Here. Yeah, you're right. So we're right here up on the edge of the cliff. Not with the lemmings, but with the man who wants to go home because it has gone late and I'm done with my tea. I've got things going. I've got things to take home. I've got things to do. I'm super mellow now. It's just nice to hang out. Just nice breeze, make a cup of tea, nice conversation. Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to go a little bit out of the way. We're kind of in nature, but yeah, make a cup of tea. Sitting on the dock, drinking a cup of Yorkshire tea. Yeah, you're right. We'll do a little more of that. Go to some places and make a cup of tea. Just check out what's there and chill. Until then, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. If you like, and I will see you next time.